Hello friends, welcome to my channel Academic Made Easy PC. If you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it and also click the bell icon. In this video, we will be learning chapter 3 pair of linear equations in two variables of class 10 CBSE. In this chapter, we will be learning about finding the solutions for pair of linear equations in two variables. So now let's introduce the topic to you all. So here, pair of linear equations. What is a pair? A pair means two, isn't it? Two is called a pair. So, of linear equations, in the previous chapter, that is polynomials, I have taught you what is linear equation. Linear equation means the highest power of the variable is 1. That is, the degree is 1 for the equation. Then it is called a linear equation. And here, two variables means we will be having two variables with the highest degree 1. That is called pair of linear equations. Pair of linear equations means two equations with two variables each and it is linear. That is, the highest degree is 1. That is called a pair of linear equations in two variables. So now let's see the general form for linear equation. So now the general form of a linear equation in two variables is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So here a, b and c are some real numbers where x and y are variables. So here two variables is there, isn't it? 1, 2. And what is the highest degree of x? 1. What is the highest degree of y? 1. So it is linear equation. So this is a linear equation in two variables. So now let's see pair of linear equations in two variables. Pair of linear equations in two variables general form is this one. So see here we have two variables x and y. Here also we have the same x and y. And here a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are some real numbers. And x and y are some variables. So here we have 1, 2. Two equations we have and two variables we have, and the what type of polynomial it is? A linear polynomial. So therefore it is linear. So pair of linear equations in two variables. So if we have only one variable, then it is called linear equation in one variable. So here we have two equations given with two variables in each. So therefore we say it as pair of linear equations in two variables. So this a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2 are some real numbers and x, y are some variables. So here there's a condition for every linear equation is that a square plus b square, that is the coefficient of x square and coefficient of b, that is square of it, is not equal to 0. Then only it is said that this linear equation is true. If not, it is false. If not, it doesn't exist. So example I have given. So here these are the two equations and two variables is given over here. So now how will we find? If it is one variable, that is 3x is equal to 6. If it is like this, we will just keep this x as it is and we will take 6 by 3. So x is equal to 2 we will find. But here we have two variables, isn't it? So how will we find? Is there any method? So that is what we are going to learn in this chapter. So in order to find the solutions of the given two linear equations, we have two methods of finding. One is graphical method and one is algebraic method. So in this graphical method, we will be using the graph and finding the solution for the given two equations. In algebraic method, we will be just using this x and y and substituting or doing some methods and finding the solutions. These are the two important methods that we will be using. First, let us learn about finding the solution using graphical method. So here we will be using the graph. Okay, so here let's learn. The graph of a pair of linear equations in two variables is represented by two lines. So we know that every equation contains a line, isn't it? Contains a straight line in the graph. So using that lines we will be finding. So now let's see some three cases. So before that you have to know two terms, okay, which is very very important. One is consistent and inconsistent. So consistent means it will have only one solution or more solution, one or more solutions. If it is inconsistent, we don't have any solution for the given linear equation. Okay, so consistent means we have solution, inconsistent means we don't have solution. That is the only thing. So case 1, if the lines intersect at a point, if they both intersect at the point, then the point gives the unique solution of the two equations. In that case, the pair of equations is consistent. So here it is consistent, isn't it? Here it is consistent, so we say that it has the solution. So they both are meeting at a point, isn't it? So they both are meeting at a point. So this point will be the solution for the given linear equation. The graph, we may have it like this or like this. Anyway, okay. So let's learn in the exercise sums. So now have a glance for all these. Next case is if lines coincide. Coincide means what? They both are together. For example, if we take, I have one line this way and other line this is the other line, and if these two lines also coincide means what? One upon other. That is called coincide. No, so if we have it like this, then we say that they have infinitely many solutions. That is, if both the lines coincide, this line 1 which is going like this and one more line like this, then we say that these two lines coincide each other. Then each and every point through which the line is passing is a solution for the given equation. So therefore we will say that it is dependent and consistent. We will say it as dependent and consistent. So it will have infinitely many solutions. Dependent means what? It depends on the points through which it is passing. That's it. And the final case is if the lines are parallel. Do parallel lines meet at any point? No, not at all. Then the pair of equations has no solution. What is the condition there? If we have some intersection point, that point is a solution for the given equation. If it is coinciding also, we have common points at every point at which it is passing. So we have some solution. But for parallel, it doesn't meet at any point. So therefore, it has no solution. In that case, the pair of equations is inconsistent. It means it does not have any solution. These are the terms that should be used in order to conclude your answer. Now consider these graphs. See, if I take this graph, this two graphs has some meeting point. What is that meeting point? Over here. So what will I do is that I will be marking from here and saying that this is the solution. So here it might be some x, isn't it? So this x and y will give me the solution, and this is consistent. Okay, so this is consistent. solution. Okay, for this it is consistent solution. See, I have drawn two lines, isn't it? I have made some difference over here. See, a line is passing like this and one more line is passing on that itself, so it means it is coinciding line, so it is dependent consistent. Dependent and consistent, so I will be saying this way. Now consider this graph. So these two are some parallel lines. So do parallel lines meet at any point? No. So therefore this is inconsistent solution. That's it. So I will teach you more and more clearly when we go through the exercise sums. So we have some three cases or so for any pair of linear equations. Okay, so for any pair of linear equations, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. If we will be taking the ratios of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. So if ratio of a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, it means consistent. It is intersecting lines. Those two lines will intersect each other at only one point, then it is called consistent. Next, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Ratio of a, b should be equal and ratio of c should not be equal, then it is called inconsistent parallel line. So for parallel line, we will be using this ratio. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2, then it is inconsistent and the lines are parallel. So a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. If everything is equal, then we say that it is dependent and consistent and they both coincide each other. That is, the lines, two lines will coincide each other. So for every graphs, we will be using this, and for finding whether it is consistent or inconsistent, we can find through these ratios. So these ratios are important to know. First, we will be checking for a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. If they both are not equal, then we will say that it is consistent and they have one point it is meeting, that is intersecting lines. So therefore, we will say that it is consistent. If they both are not if they both are equal, then we will move on to C. So C1 by C2, if A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, then it is consistent and parallel. If they are equal, they are dependent and consistent, so coincident lines. Till now we were learning about graphical method. So now let's learn the second method, which is algebraic method. This method is one of the easiest method. So in this method we have three types. One is substitution method, next is elimination method, and third is cross multiplication method. So now let's move on. Now let me teach you all the substitution method. So before teaching that method in detail, so first let me give you all the example to make you all clear. So example is 7x minus 15y is equal to 2, x plus y 2y is equal to 3. These are the two given pair of linear equations. So what I will do is that in substitution method, we will be substituting. As the name suggests over here, we will be substituting only. So let this be equation 1 and my second equation be equation 2. So I have to choose any one of the equations, which is very easy for us. So if as soon as you look into these two equations, which one is easy? Second equation is very easy for us. No, so now we will be choosing the second equation. So I will be saying that from equation 2, I will get x plus 2y is equal to 3, isn't it? So I will take one variable in terms of other variable, that is maybe x in terms of y and y in terms of x I will be taking. So if you carefully look these two, which one does not have any coefficient, that is 1? here x only, no, so I will be taking x over here. So I will keep my x alone in the LHS and I will be taking other terms to my RHS. So 3 plus will become minus if it comes to RHS, so this will be 2y. So I got my x in terms of y. Okay, so now I will mark this as equation 3. Okay, so now what I will do is that I will take my other equation. So one equation 2 I used already. So I will be taking my equation 1. So my equation 1 implies 7x minus 15y is equal to 2. Okay, so what I will do in the next step is that I will be substituting the value of x over here. So for this x now I will be substituting this value. So I will say that substituting equation 3 in 1. This is equation 1, isn't it? So I will be substituting over here. So 7 into what is my x? 3 minus 2y. No. So 3 minus 2y minus 15y is equal to 2. So now I will start simplifying through as usual method. So I will be multiplying first. So 21 minus 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. So this will become minus 29y is equal to 2 minus 21. Okay, so now what I will do is that minus 29y is equal to minus 19. So y is equal to minus and minus will get cancelled. So 19 by 29. This is the value for my y. Okay, so now I will be substituting the value of y in x, y in here, equation 3 in order to get my value of x. So what is my x? X is equal to 3 minus 2y, isn't it? We'll be substituting the value of y over here. So x is equal to 3 minus 2 into 19 by 29. Okay, so x is equal to 29 into 3 is 87 minus 19 twos are 38 divided by 29. So x is equal to 49 by 29. This is the answer for x. So if I substitute this x value and y value in these two equations, I will get this answer, that is 2 over here, 2 over here and 3 in the previous equation. That's it. So through substitution we will be doing like this only. So now I will just give you the algorithm. Let's see the algorithm for substitution. Find the value of one variable, say x, in terms of other variable, say y. Yes, no? So we found x is equal to 3 minus 2y, no? So in the first step, that was the equation 3, no? That only they have said here. Find the value of one variable, say x, in terms of other variable, say y. So x is in terms of y. So one variable is in terms of other variable. That only they are saying in the step 1. Step 2, substitute the value of x in the other equation and reduce it to equation in one variable. So that is what we did, isn't it? So we did like 21 minus 14y minus 15y is equal to 2. This is what we did, isn't it? So this is in one variable. So equation in one variable, isn't it? So that only we did over here. Substitute the value of x in the other equation and reduce it to equation in one variable. Sometimes we may get statement with no variable. So for example, if it was 21 plus 15y minus 15y is equal to 2. If we just get it like this, so these two will get cancelled, isn't it? So 21 is equal to 2. So is these two equal? No. So therefore, I will say that my statement is false then. the given pair of linear equations is inconsistent. Okay, so it is inconsistent means it does not have any solution. So if I have 21 is equal to 21, if I have, then the statement is true. Then it can be concluded that it can have infinitely many solutions. So I will be saying that these two are coinciding lines. So here it will be parallel lines. Okay, so if it is parallel only, it is called inconsistent. No, so therefore this is the thing. Step 3, substitute the value of y obtained in step 2. We did no, so 19 by 29. We substituted in x is equal to 3 minus 2y. No, so that only they are saying here. So substitute the value of y obtained in step 2 in equation used in step 1 to obtain the value of variable x. So therefore we found x is equal to 46 by 29. No, so that is what's saying here. Second method in algebraic method is elimination method. So as the name suggests, we will be eliminating one variable from those two variables. In those two variables x and y, we will be eliminating any one of these variables in order to find the solution. So now let me teach you with an example. So I have given two equations, x minus y is equal to 5, 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So in order to eliminate, let me have this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So now what I will do is that I will be multiplying with some number in order to make my x or y to have same coefficient. That is, if I take x, both the x should have some number that is common to both of them. Okay, so here the coefficient of x is 1. So if I multiply with 2, what will I give? 2x. No, so this also will have 2x, this also will have 2x. So I can't just multiply only with this variable. So what I will do is that I will be multiplying it throughout. That is, equation 1 implies equation 1 into 2. That is, I will be multiplying throughout. 2 into 1 is 2x, minus 2 into 1 is 2, y is equal to 5 2s are 10. Okay, so now next I will move on to equation 2. Equation 2 into, what should I multiply with? 1 only. So 1 implies 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So you should always make any one of the variables coefficient to be equal. So in order to eliminate one element, so I will be eliminating this x. Okay, so I will change the sign. So directly I can't just do anything, I have to change the sign throughout. So I will be changing the sign as we did for polynomials, isn't it? The same thing I'm doing. So plus, minus. So what I will do, cancel this term. Minus 2 plus 3 is y is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6. So my value of y is equal to 6. Now I found one variable. I have to find the other variable. No, so it is easy for me to calculate in this thing. So in this equation, so I will take equation 1 implies x minus y is equal to 5. Now what is the value of y there? So x minus 6 is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 plus 6. So x is equal to 11. So this is the required values for y and x there. So that's it. So first what we will be doing is that we will be making the coefficient of any one of the variable as equal, numerically equal. We should not take 0. So if we take 0, no, so multiplying throughout by 0, we will get this equation as 0 only. So that will become an error. So it is always good to take a non-zero constant. Okay, so in order to make any one of the variables coefficient equal, so here 2 and 2 is equal, so I changed the sign and eliminated this variable x and I kept only my y. So through y I found my x value also. So we will be just taking this in order to find the solution. So now let's see the algorithm for this method. So step 1, first multiply both the equations by some suitable non-zero constant to make the coefficient of one variable, either x or y, numerically equal. That's what we did, no? We made the coefficient of x 2x, no? So I changed my x as 2x, no? So that only they are saying here. So we have to multiply with suitable non-zero constant. So I will teach you more clearly in the exercise sums. Now step 2, then add or subtract one equation from the other so that one variable gets eliminated. So we cancelled x, no? That only. If you get an equation in one variable, go to step 3. Or else, if a true statement is obtained, that is, for example, if we eliminate, so 2y minus 2y is equal, 5 plus 2y minus 2y is equal to 5. If it is like this, we will be cancelling these two and we will be having 5 is equal to 5 only, no? So if a true statement is obtained, then original pair of equations has infinitely many solutions. It means they have coincident line. Okay, if the statement is false, that is, if it is 5 plus 2y minus 2y is equal to 0. So we will be cancelling these two. 5 is equal to 0 only we will be having, isn't it? So therefore, I will say that there is no solution and it is inconsistent. It means these two are having parallel lines. So therefore, I will be stopping with this and saying, so if I have equation in one variable, then I will be moving on to the step 3. So my step 3, solve the equation in one variable x or y, so obtain to get the value of y. So y we didn't know, y is equal to 6 we got, no? That only this step is saying. And the next step says, substitute this value of x or y in either of the original equations to get the value of the other variable. We changed, you know, we did equation 1 into 2. We should not substitute the value of x or y in this equation. Instead, the original equation, that is x minus y is equal to something we had no in the question, that only we have to substitute. And the third method is cross multiplication method. So this is one of the trickiest method. Okay, so you have to know, if you know the diagram properly, then you can do it. This is one of the easiest also, and it is trickiest. Why I'm saying like this? Because you have to know the diagram properly. If you know the diagram properly, then it is the easiest method. So now let's move on to the example. So I have given you this equation, two equations, isn't it? That is 2x plus 3y is equal to 46, 3x plus 5y is equal to 74. Till now we were using these equations only, but we didn't check whether it is in standard form or not, isn't it? But for this cross multiplication method, we have to write the given equation in a standard form. Okay, so I will be rewriting this given equation in standard form. Standard form. So now I will be rewriting it in the standard form. So what is the standard form? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the standard form, isn't it? So I will be changing this. So what I will do is nothing but I will be taking this constant to my LHS. That is, this will become, first equation will become 2x plus 3y minus 46 is equal to 0. And next, 3x plus 5y minus 74 is equal to 0. This is my standard form for the given equation. So now what I will do is that, need not to worry about this. Okay, so you need not to worry about this A. This is A1, A2, no? B1, B2, C1, C2, no? So need not to worry about this first term, that is coefficient of x and all. So now you just have to worry about this coefficient of y and this constant. Okay, so now we will be going like this, a circle just like this. Okay, have it in mind, we are starting from here and going a circle like this. So I will start from here only. So 3, 5. Okay, just write as it is. So minus 46 minus 74, and I have to go like this, no? So I will be going for 2, 3, and I will be ending with this again. So I will have a full circle. So 3, 5. That's it. So you have to write it this way. So 3, 5, coefficient of y here. So 3y in the same order. You should not say, change the order. Okay. So here minus 46, 74 just as it is. And I went for my A1, A2, that is this one, and again I ended with 3 and 5 itself. So now what I will do means I will be doing a x over here. So I will be using an x. So everywhere x, okay, x, and have a arrow mark over here. So that's it. This is the important diagram that you have to know for this sum, that is cross multiplication. So cross multiply means what? We are exchanging and multiplying, crossing. Okay, so this is the cross that we will be using in order to multiply and get the value of x. So the formula over here, it is x divided by b1c2 minus b2c1 is equal to y by C1A2 minus C2A1 is equal to 1 by A1B2 minus A2B1. This is a formula, okay? So this is B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2, B1, B2. Okay, so this is the diagram, that is an important diagram. So if you multiply these two, B1, C2, B2, C1. This is C2A1, C1A2, A2, sorry, C2A1. And here it is A1, B2, A2, B1. This is the thing. So here, first this part, no, this part is for x, and this part is for y, and this part is the remaining. Okay. So now x as it is, write x as it is, and write this one. So multiply these two. So 3 into minus 74. 3 into minus 74 minus 5 into minus 46. So 5 into minus 46. This is for x alone. So the denominator of x is this one, and y you write it as it is. So next, this part is for y, you know, the second part is for y. So minus 46 into 3, minus 46 into 3 minus 74 into 2. So 2 into minus 74 is equal to, till here. Is this clear? So if you have any doubts, just mention it in the comment box. I will teach you once more. So here this will be for 1. So 1 divided by 2 into 5 minus 3 into 3. Okay, so but this should not be equal to 0. That is A1 B2 minus A2 B1. No, this should not be equal to 0. Then only we can find the value of x and y. So in the next step, I will be calculating. So x divided by 3 into minus 74 is minus 222. Minus into minus is plus. So 5 into 46 is 230. This is the answer. And y is equal to minus 46 into 3 is minus 138. Minus into minus is plus 2 into 74. It is 148 is equal to 1 by 2 5s are 10 minus 3 3s are 9. So now I will be subtracting over here. So x divided by 230 minus 222 is 8 is equal to y by 148 minus 138 is 10 is equal to 1 by 10 minus 1 is 1. So now I will be splitting this. Okay, so x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, just like that I will be doing. So this everything is equal, no? So I will be taking only this term first. For x divided by 8 is equal to 1 by 1 I will take. So x by 8 is equal to 1, and I will be skipping this and going to y minus 10 is equal to 1. So y by 10 is equal to 1, isn't it? So now this implies 8 ones are 8. So x is equal to 8 and my y is equal 10 ones are 10. So x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10. That's it. If you know this diagram, then it is very easy for you to do this cross multiplication method. This is the easiest method and little tricky. So be thorough with this diagram. Step 1, write the given equations as given below. So first we have to write this way. I said no, we have to write it in the standard form for cross multiplication method alone. So that's what given here. This is the standard form, isn't it? So in step 2, we will be using the diagram in order to cross multiply. So as I said, B1 by B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2, B1, B2. No. So this one as it is. So we will be going for a circle like this and ending at the same place. Now that is what the given diagram over here, and we will be cross multiplying, that is b1 c2 b2 c1 for x. So this first term is for x. So c1 a2 c2 a1, this is for y. Okay, so first we will be going like this only, top to bottom, then minus bottom to top. Okay, so next this will be for 1 by this one. So a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Okay. Step 3, find x and y provided a1 b2 minus b1 a2 is not equal to 0. That's it. So, and we have one more method, that is equations reducible. So that we will see in the exercise sums. If you have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it and also click the bell icon. If you have any doubts, mention it in the comment box.
Like, comment, share and subscribe.